Welcome to a realm where the veil between worlds is thin, full of horrors, mystery, and intrigue, or something. Sometimes we chase tangents down so long that we forget what we were talking about entirely. Ghosts, ghouls, and other stuff, I guess. Welcome to The Scary Door. Hey everybody, welcome to The Scary Door. Sweet me, let's talk about some shit. We just watched In the Mouth of Madness and The Void, two Eldritch horror films, two entirely different takes. And I love both of them so much, but also a lot of practical stuff in both, and seeing as we have seen neither film, how did you find them?
That was a lot. They were both incredible though. Holy Lord.
Yeah.
We started with the older one first.
Yep. In the Mouth of Madness, Sam Neill, rest in peace, one of the coolest actors to ever live, and then also just a really cool dude. But In the Mouth of Madness, very underrated horror film because
I'd never heard of it before.
That's the thing. Like, and it's funny because it's part of kind of a trilogy of films by John Carter? Carter? Something, whatever.
Carpenter.
Yeah. John Carpenter. That's not Carter. Thinking of a different movie. John Carpenter. That's why it didn't sound right to me. Anyway.
Carpenter.
I'm sorry. I'm a horrible name guy. Anyway.
We also just finished the second film like 2 minutes ago. We're both a little brain scattered.
Yeah. So we watched In the Mouth of Madness first because I'm like, all right. It was also the order I've seen them in. So when I originally watched both of them, they were not back to back, but I did watch In the Mouth of Madness first, and then I watched The Void after. I think it was literally the next day, hanging out with a mutual friend of ours. And yeah, he put me onto them, and oh my fucking god, I fell in love with both of those movies for entirely different reasons, but similar.
But for how old it is too, like a lot of it's held up. I think there was like one scene that I was like, all right, this is pretty rough to look at, but like you can still forgive it for how old it is. But like other than that one scene, I was like, this still looks fantastic.
Yeah, and it captures like suspenseful horror really well.
Yeah.
And
like I completely forgot he was retelling what had happened to him. I was so locked in. I was like, what is happening?
It's a really, really good movie, and I highly recommend it to anyone who is a fan of horror. Check it out. It is a classic. I wouldn't even say it's based on Lovecraft because it's not technically. The name is very similar to At the Mountain of Madness, which is a Lovecraft story, but it is vaguely Lovecraftian in nature, right?
It's got the same vibe, but not. It's hard to describe it. Hey, are we going spoilers? Are we talking full spoilers?
I'll just say this out before we go into spoilers because we will. But if you haven't seen either of these films, please go watch them. If you're a fan of horror, enjoy them. They're fantastic. Grab a friend or your partner or whatever the fuck and just like chuck it on and enjoy. Both of them are incredible films. Both of them hit differently. Both of them have a lot of flashing lights towards random moments, and I greatly apologize. I forgot about that.
All right. Typical horror stuff.
Yeah,
can't exist without flashing lights. Look, it was worth it. Given the flashing lights in both of them, particularly that second one. That second one had a lot of rough flashing, but if you were like, I want to watch it again, I'd be like, run it back, let's go. That was fantastic. It might be my new favorite film. It is up there, top 5, easy.
Yeah, it is such an underrated film for like, oh, dude. we're talking about The Void, by the way, right now. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, like The Void genuinely is. Oh my
It's
god.
everything I've wanted in a Silent Hill film.
And it's so funny because like I think the budget was literally like under 100 grand. I think 90 or 80 or
That's
something like that.
crazy.
But it has like not great ratings for some reason. And I'm like,
How?
I think too many people see it as like, oh, it's low budget, therefore it's not as good as whatever. But it's like,
No, it looked like the practical
oh,
effects were great. Like if you
that's the
specifically
thing.
really like Silent Hill 3, like
Mm.
the story of 1 to 3, this is your Silent Hill film.
Yeah.
Screw those other ones, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is your Silent Hill film. That was crazy.
100%. And it's also very funny seeing actors that I've seen in Letterkenny just be in this movie. But you know, that's what happens when it's a Canadian production.
In this horrific gore-filled trip.
Yeah, and it's like I'm on their wiki at the moment, and it's it was crowdfunded. Like,
oh shit.
yeah, it was Indiegogo project, raised $82,000, and it is again so good. 2016, The Void, check it out. Mouth of Madness, we'll talk about first because The Void's a bit fresher in the minds.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have more, but Mouth of Madness, again, I would say both of them are Eldritch horror, but one I would say is more like Lovecraftian horror, if that makes sense, right? Like they're intertwined, but they're not the same. Like one comes from the other, but it is like it's really good still. I love it. But yeah, so bit of spoiler stuff.
Yep.
Here we go. Last
your
chance.
warning. Don't
go
yell
watch
at us.
it. Go watch it. Come back. Listen to this. Enjoy. Anyway, Mouth of Madness. Fucking great, but also really weird.
Like, oh, dude, like I loved that shot where they were sitting in the booth having a conversation and you just see the guy walking up with the axe. I was like, oh, this is incredible. And just how long the shot was.
Yeah.
And like, because he was so far away, you could tell there was something wrong with him, but you couldn't quite tell. I was so locked in trying to figure out what was wrong with his face.
Yeah.
I was like, it's uncanny valley and I can't quite tell, but like, oh, I couldn't take my eyes away. It was great.
Cause there's after that bit where he like fucking tries to axe murder the dude, and you see his eyes as well. He's got those goat eyes.
The like double pupil eyes, whatever they're called, dude.
Goat eyes.
Well, goat eyes are like the split. He had like two irises.
Oh, true. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that
like,
was sick.
Dude. Again, like practical effect. Like outside of I think, like in both films, right? Outside of I think 2 or 3 shots towards the end of the film, everything's like in camera.
I love practical effects so much.
Dude, so slept on, and I hate that it's not done more. But I'm grateful when it is because it looks great, and like
it just makes everything feel better too. Like you feel like you're watching something cooked, not I'm watching CGI. You know,
which is very funny as well. Then because there's like so in the Mouth of Madness, kind of starts off a little bit on the slower side. Like there's a few things that pick up, but it's like it gives you the like motivation into pushing into the stuff, but it doesn't really have anything happen until kind of 3/4 in, right? Or even maybe like halfway into the film, honestly.
I'd say half.
I always forget how long the last segment of that movie is, though.
Because the first half, you're like, what is really going on? But then the second half, like, I kept getting interrupted because people kept coming into my room. So I'd look away for like 10 seconds maximum, and I'd come back and something entirely different was happening. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It just doesn't stop in the second half. Like
Yeah, the second half of that movie just sends it. Like,
It
it
just
is
keeps going. You're like, oh my god, this what?
because it's so the whole first half of that movie is very much like, obviously, yeah, it opens with him recanting his story, but after that, it's this constant like, is this all just fake? Like, he's even calling it out, and then there's like the moment where oh my god, what was her name in the movie? Linda, I think. Where she says to him like, this was set up and then we ended up here and none of this was planned. Like, we had sent him away as like publicity stunt, and I've seen the book, but everything is not like, that's as far as it's supposed to go. You were supposed to look for him and then that's it.
But then
We
it's
ended
just
up
that double
here.
doubt where it's like,
Yeah.
well, is she getting played as well? And it is still a hoax,
Exactly.
It's
And it is, I love that kind of stuff, right? Like, I love the trying to sow the seeds of doubt, right? And kind of build into that. But there's also just enough weird shit happening. And then once everything really starts popping off and like you start seeing like the old lady having the fucking husband chained to her ankle and she's like kicking him and dragging him around.
You go,
And,
queen.
yeah, and then, then turns into like fucking tentacle monster and starts cutting him up.
Because like, given when they went there was all of the weird stuff on the road. I was like, okay, so this is definitely real. Weird stuff's going on.
Yeah.
But when she was mentioning the hoax, in my brain I was like, okay, what is the hoax and what is not the hoax? Because there is clearly something cooked going on here. We just don't know what.
Yeah, and I mean, like, she understood that there was some level to it, but even she got freaked out at like the kid on the bike that turned into some old dude and still had the like same voice as the kid.
Seeing an old man on a push bike with like a 14-year-old's voice really wigged me out for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just got me real bad. I was like, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah. And then like again, once everything starts popping off and people start changing and turning into fucking monsters and stuff, you start kind of getting into that, like, everything's finally moving into that final push of the story. And then there's just like a bit where he's leaving the hotel after he sees the dude getting cut up. Oh yeah, also his reaction to seeing a huge tentacle monster cutting a dude up is way too like, oh my god, what was that? As opposed to like, oh, what the fuck, I didn't get out of here.
I'm telling myself that like his shock reaction is like that calm. With the, okay, that was cooked. I should probably get out of here. It's time to go. Because I was like, dude, calm down. Like when he got thrown through the wall and he was just like, oh, I guess I'll go down the stairs. Like, dude.
Yeah. He sees like fucking tentacles coming through the bottom of the door and like reaching around the silhouette of the lady that he was with. And then like she opens the door and then he goes flying through and is like, all right, cool, downstairs I go, and then just like walks out.
When they were in the car and she took the keys to try and eat them and he was like, you know what, no, give me my keys back. And he left her in the car. I was like, dude, she's clearly the enemy. Throw her out. What are you doing? I'm telling myself his reaction was the in shock goes weirdly calm, because I do that.
Yeah.
I'm real bad for that. Like if something really crazy happens, I get weirdly real calm about it. I'm like, okay, here is the situation. I will have a breakdown later when it is safe to. Here's what we're gonna do. Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm telling, because he was so casual about it.
Yeah.
When he saw like the monster in the like greenhouse thing where he was getting in the car, he was just like, oh. And I'm like, dude, look at that thing. What?
And like again, just wait. Like he sees, I think it's Linda, I think's her name, and then like neck is backwards, like head is entirely the wrong way, crawling out of the car, flips over, still neck broken, and he's like, "Oh no," and like walks like gets away from there, and then like dukes her out and gets back in the car and drives off.
Like, at least he was consistent with it, I guess, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
anything that Cooked happened, he was just like, "Okay, all right,
But like, it
hmm,
also makes sense that he'd kind of approach it constantly analytically, because that's like that's his job, right?
That's his
So
whole
his
character is analytic, yeah.
yeah, because like his whole thing is to get it like figure out fraud cases, and so it makes sense, you know.
Mhm.
But also, it's just I don't care too much about like you just saw some literal abominations just doing things, and you're like way too calm.
I
But then
had a
she's
really good chuckle when it was the old lady with the husband, and he's clearly there, and she kicks him, and he just doesn't do anything.
yeah.
I was like, "There's very clearly a man on the ground on the other half of that counter, dude. What are we doing?"
Well, he like walks over to go and look, and she kind of blocks the view by walking up closer to the counter. But then also something happens, and he draws his attention away. So he goes. I think that's when the Linda's upstairs,
Yep.
and
But
he
it's
goes to
also
figure out.
just a little
But
old
like,
lady. Just peek over,
yeah,
bro. What are you doing? Like,
exactly. I mean, there's a naked old man chained to her, being dragged around. Like, I think it's fine. Oh god, and
ugh,
then.
queen icon.
There's so many like great parts of that
So
film.
much happened, dude. Oh, so
Yeah,
much. I love the dogs.
yeah, the dogs were great.
That was great. Several Dobermans come out, and you can tell that, like, they had, like, the growling noises, and you could tell the Dobermans were just chill because they're all kind of looking at each other, like, just
Yeah,
walking casually down the stairs. I love films that bring in dogs, and you can tell that the dogs are the biggest little sweetheart cuties and are not
yeah,
aggressive at all, but everyone has to pretend they're aggressive. It makes me
yeah.
so happy.
There's it always reminds me of there was like a wrestling match from fucking I don't remember how long ago. I think
Mm,
WCW was on like
mm,
years and years ago, right? But the whole shtick of the match was they were going to have attack dogs set up around the ring inside of a cage. So if someone comes out of the ring, the attack dogs would like get them. But they didn't get attack dogs. They just got normal dogs.
oh,
So
no.
people would come out of the rings and then they'd just like look at them and then go pee in the corner and then just like go up and try to lick one and had to act like they were getting bit by them and stuff. And like, it's the same thing in like so many movies where it's the dog is showing no signs of aggression. It's doing
Mhm.
absolutely nothing outside of just like walking towards someone or like maybe running, like as if they're like going for a treat or a command or whatever was given.
Mhm.
But like that's kind of it. And then I pointed this out as well, which is it's very funny because you can tell who's going to get attacked because in the shot that they get bitten, their clothes magically become way puffier.
It was like you could see, like, the ankles and the wrists were, like, 3
yeah.
times the size out of nowhere. Like, I see a bite suit, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
We're just like, look, obviously you got to do that. You're not gonna,
yeah.
but it's just, it's so funny to see because it's like, if you had already had them in those clothes, it'd be fine. But they're wearing
Mhm.
like normal, like properly fitting jeans and jackets. And then in the next shot, they're like 2 sizes too big and real bulky and thick.
Dude, those older films have so much charm for that. Like, it feels so
Oh,
human,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where it's like,
100%.
man, I could imagine being on that set going, we've already shot the scene of you without the bite outfit, but we can't really afford to redo it. Screw it.
Yeah.
No one will
Yeah.
ever see it, you know? Like,
Yeah. Well, it's like when in that same scene when they pull up to the church, right? There's a
mm,
bit where the main dude that's with them is
mm.
I was 100% right. It's the same dude who was the bad guy from um, Ghostbusters 2.
Mm.
Like no shit, the exact same actor, but he has a double barrel shotgun, shoots twice, doesn't reload. Dogs come towards him. He shoots them twice more, and then gets in the truck and leaves. And
Mhm.
it's like
That's my
it's like a
favorite
small
when
thing.
someone
I
has
love
like
it.
a revolver and they shoot like 15 times and it's like,
Oh,
guys,
dude,
what?
it's so funny. Like, it's fine. It happens. It's,
Mhm.
you're not gonna show everything, but it's just so goofy when it's things like that, or
It's so
like,
much charm. I love it.
yeah,
Big
because it's
fan.
there was as well, like when uh the girl that he goes with like steals his keys, and he like throws her into the car, but he doesn't know where his keys are, so he grabs a screwdriver to just start the car and starts driving.
Mhm.
But it's like they showed the inside of that glove compartment at the start of the film, and there was no screwdriver in there. There was like a bag of chips and like a horn for some reason. Like,
I was like, why does he have a horn in there? And if he wanted to wake her up, why didn't he just like beep the car? He has a horn in front of him.
yeah, or do what I do sometimes and swerve aggressively and act like
Yeah.
something. It's funny. It'll
Like a
instantly
brake
wake up.
check, Like if you're in the middle
Yeah,
of nowhere, no one else is around, and you want to mess with the person asleep, just a little, you know?
yeah. There's so many things, but like pulling out a comical
I was
horn,
like, why does he
like
have a clown horn in his glove box?
it's just so much for no reason.
But like that's the thing, right? As much as we're pointing out all of the silly parts, it was still so good that all of
Oh
that
yeah,
nonsense doesn't matter. Like,
like dude, as soon as he like sees Kane at the church, for example, right?
mm,
And the door starts slamming open and closed with the little boy inside
that
is
was
so
cool.
fucking goofy, but really cool at the same time.
Hmm.
Because it's like, okay, you're just gonna keep slamming and slamming. It's like, oh, it's Kane, cool, all right, no, that's fine. But it's just like, imagine the little actor just standing there while these like doors just keep opening and closing on
That
him.
is the worst thing, right? Because you and I are both like we've both worked in film, right?
Mm,
It changes the way you consume media because all
it
you can
does.
think of is what it would be like to film this scene or like be watching it be filmed or you notice inconsistencies a lot more.
Yeah.
Going into film ruins films for you.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, it makes me appreciate so much more because, like,
Mhm.
again, once you start seeing the creatures, right? There's one I remember that was in like the little glass house thing on the outside of the
Mm. The greenhouse.
hotel. Yeah, the little greenhouse thing, and or I think it's actually like a sunroom. I don't think it was a
Mm.
greenhouse, but it just looked so goofy because it looked like a gorilla. And then you see some of the other ones, and they're like genuinely grotesque body horror abominations, and I'm
Mhm.
like, yeah, that's cool. And
Yep.
it's like, yeah, but I appreciate all of them still. It's just
Mhm.
it's different, But
Like, how much effort would have to go in to get all that, especially back then. Like, oh my
hundred
god.
percent, 100%. And then like towards the kind of middle end of the film where he like finally meets Kane, and they're like the whole exchange with the like manuscript and stuff, and then he tears himself apart like paper,
That
and
was
then it
the only
shows,
part that I was like, this looks a little rough, but I'm
yeah,
completely forgiving of it. That was it. That was the only part of the film that looked rough.
it did. But then like after you see that, and then it's like the pages of the manuscript which are open like on the other
Mhm.
side, and you see that,
Mhm.
and it's like that's actually kind of cool.
That
And
looked
then
cool. It was just the process between the 2.
yes,
It was
it's
just the
that
tearing.
it just looked so jank, but it's like
Mm.
I'm not gonna hold it to some ridiculous thing,
Mm. I mean,
It's like
this
it's a
film's
movie
older
from
than
like,
me,
yeah,
that's fine.
yeah. I think it literally came out like a year after I was born, so like
Mm.
95, 94, something like that.
Like, if it had
Um,
one scene that looked kinda jank for how old it is, that is
yeah,
so well done.
and for the time, probably a pretty low budget as well,
Mm.
considering like, because this was like after the thing, but this was also after. Oh, was it Prince of Darkness? I
Okay.
think that was the one after, and like
Who's
the
texting you?
thing. Oh, I'm getting messages like crazy on Facebook. It's really annoying.
This guy, popular,
I'm
jeez.
fucking not. It's just group chats where people are putting memes and shit. Like the thing out of all the John Carpenter films was the only one that had like a decent budget, and it was like 15 million, which is kind of insane for like how good The Thing is. If you've never seen The Thing, we need to watch
so
The Thing
good.
next.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
several times.
Good. I love that film.
Several
but like,
that film got me interested in painting.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I had no idea, and then someone pointed out, they're like, "Oh no, that's how they did the effect. It was painted." Blah blah. Blah. I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Matte paintings back in the day.
So cool.
So the first time they go to the church in Mouth of Madness, sorry. It's a matte painting. Like,
is it?
It is.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It's a matte painting.
Oh my god!
The only two parts of that church that is real is the shot when they're at the doors, like the doors and that front facade. That's real. But the actual like shot of the full church is a matte painting.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and it looks fucking incredible, doesn't it?
I thought that was a real building. That's oh my god!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Because there's a shot someone showed me, which is it's a massive matte painting.
Oh
they only had like part of the facade built, and then they just matte painted the rest of it because it was to build a church like that.
Yeah, look, absolutely not. I'd be using a pre-built church.
Yeah, but that's why there's like those close-up shots of the like painting of Jesus and stuff on it, because you don't really see it in any of the other shots. You only see it in those close-ups.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah. But yeah, like again, that film had like an $8 million budget, and it fucking clearly used every cent of it because it is so good.
I loved it. That was fantastic, genuinely.
Yeah, it's so good. And then the like tunnel chase, and then he starts like he's constantly trying to destroy this manuscript. And he's done everything he can. He's burnt it. He's just thrown it places. Like, I think, he, like, burns it in a fucking, like, bathroom at, like, a motel. And then he finally gets back to the office, and they're like, no, you delivered it, like, a year ago.
Oh, so good.
And then the most unrealistic line of anything to ever come out, which is, the book comes out in, like, the book's been out for 7 weeks. Movie comes out in, like, tomorrow or something.
Next month, the movie comes out. We're both like, wait a minute.
It's like, nah, that's not how that works. That is...
Like at the start when they were talking about movie rights, and I was like, why are they talking about movie rights if the book's not even out yet?
Yeah.
What?
They're like, that's not how that works. Like,
it's gonna be the crappiest film ever made.
Yeah.
They're gonna get a storyboard and that's it.
Because, like, if you want an example of why that doesn't happen, look at Game of Thrones. The reason the ending was not good was because there's no ending that's been fucking written. And if you are making a movie based off of a story that you haven't even had the story for longer than like a month, it is going to be shit.
Yep. 100%.
But then at the end, you see the film, and it's somehow the film that you were watching, and I love that, and it is so good. And then I pointed out to Sui as well, the movie poster you see in the film is a John Carpenter film under New Line, which are both literally the people that made the film. And then, like, all the credits on it outside of the actors are the actual people that worked on the film, which is fucking great. And I love it so much. It's like a cool little goofy little Easter egg, but if you were to stop the film and just look at it, you can see everyone except the actors. But the actors are given their screen names. And it's just a great cool little
detail. It's like they didn't have to do that, but I really like that they did.
But like him coming out of the asylum, for example, right? And then like walking, back into the city, and then he goes into the cinemas and somehow has like a fresh bucket of popcorn and goes and sits.
I was like, who's playing this film?
Yeah,
like there's no one here. Yeah, who's operating this? And then the bucket of popcorn that he's got looks fresh. It looks good. I'm like, who's making the popcorn? Fuck, like
It's like, did he go up into the projection room and just turn it on and then go down and make himself a bucket of popcorn and walk in?
I'm telling myself he did. I think he's a man of many talents. That
Yeah.
includes somehow knowing how old school projection stuff works.
Yeah. He
And
could.
then, it's possible. It's
He
possible.
could. Yeah.
Don't ask me how to do it though. I got no idea.
Dude, it's so good. I also love the before he goes into the mental asylum and he's trying to like, and he goes to the bookshop and he just axe murders that dude.
Yeah. What was the line? Like, oh, like you won't mind this then, or something like that. It was fantastic.
No, it was. Oh god.
And you'll see this coming, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And then he just like pulls out an axe and just fucking murders the dude.
In the 2 films we watched tonight, there was a lot of axe action. Now that I'm thinking about it,
there was. I just noticed that. Yeah.
Lots of axes happen.
Because I was gonna say, in the Mouth of Madness, there was like fucking at one point like a whole bunch of dudes with axes that were like axing some other dude with an axe, and then.
And there's like a shot of an axe just in like a stump covered in blood. And we're like, what?
And then there was like the weird like murder spree at the asylum where that was like, I think that was implied that it was all like axes as well.
Given that there was massive holes in the doors and doors only, maybe axes? Like, I don't know.
It's so weird. But it's great. It works fantastic.
Yeah, I was having a great time, even though I was heavily confused and lots of it didn't make sense. But that's how good the film was. It was still good.
It's honestly, like, again, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. If you like, if you like John Carpenter films, you will like this. If you like horror films, it is a classic. And if you enjoy like practical effects, they are fantastic. Like I don't think there's a single aspect of that film outside of like the weird goofy tearing thing that actually at any point hindered my enjoyment. And even that didn't really, like, it was a bit goofy to see, but like I still super into this film. It was so good.
Big fan. I thought watching it for the very first time, if someone was ever like, oh, I want to watch this, do you want to watch it? It'd be a yes every single time.
Yeah. Like there's a handful of films that actually that's another one we could watch for a future episode. Dark City, if you've never seen it.
Me neither.
Okay, we'll watch it. I've seen it. Very good. Very fun film. But yeah, like it's fantastic. It is fantastic. I don't want to just start fucking reading off the plot.
If we're going to talk about practical effects,
yes,
that second film,
yes.
Oh my god, I've never been so impressed with practical effects in my life on a low budget film. Whoever did those practical effects loved squishing heads, and it was great every single time.
Dude,
it happened a lot.
So good. The Void is the perfect indie film where it's like, okay, we have a small budget, we are going to crowdsource, we are going to then put that crowdsourcing towards making the practical effects better, and then did that, and it looks so good because
everything looked fantastic.
Like all of the set dressing and all of the like the entire environment is incredible. The lighting is so good. And then you start seeing all the practical effects and it's just like, I was in
stunning.
awe.
Actually,
I've seen the film and I'm still in awe. It is so good. And that movie just fucking sends it from the start too.
Dude, it's the start was so strong and it just never stops. You get maybe like a minute to breathe before shit hits the fan again. It just doesn't stop. It's oh my god.
So
Silent Hill on crack. Like
yeah. It was like the movie literally starts with like screaming and gunshots, and then dudes setting a house and a person on fire, and then there's like a moment of chill with the like him crawling on the side of the road and then getting picked up by the cops. But as soon as they get to the hospital, everything is like chill for about 3 minutes. And then immediately just goes off.
We get a couple of scenes of the characters interacting, happy, fun, chilling, having a great time. And then that's it. It never happens ever again. Like, that's it.
It just kicks it up. Like, it is very funny because the actual film itself is incredibly suspenseful.
Mm.
And then shit kicks off. But even when shit, like, when it stops being at 10, it never goes back to 1. It still sits in that, like, perfect middle zone of, oh my god, all right, what's next? I mean, shit, all right, I need to keep seeing what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something so many films get wrong. And I'm so glad, like...
It's like our characters are in a perpetual state of anxiety because they don't know what the fuck is going on. And then us as the viewer, we are put in the same position.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, God.
It's the way it should be.
Exactly. Because I was saying, like, the main character in that movie, for example, right? The cop feels, as much as he's like, okay, I've been a cop for a little bit, he still feels rookie-ish in nature. Like, he's maybe done, like, you know, a few stops here and there, or like done a little bit of stuff, but it's not enough for him to feel comfortable in this situation.
Yeah.
Like, when he has to shoot the nurse who is turned, he immediately goes into the, like, I'm gonna fucking throw up. I've never had to use my gun type energy.
You can tell he's never killed someone with his gun before.
100%.
You know, like, he has the training and he knows how to do it, but, you know, he's just never quite done that before. Like, without even knowing, you instantly know that this is a small town cop who really only deals with people probably drinking and driving, and that's the worst he ever really gets. You know he's trained for more because you can tell he's prepared physically for it, but mentally it's he breaks.
Yeah.
And it's so good. It's so perfect. I'm such a fan. Man. I love that cop. He was great.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. And like, it's funny too, because you see Kim, the nurse, not the nurse, she's like a trainee. And you can tell at the start of the movie, she doesn't really want to be there because she's like, it's boring out here. There's nothing really there. She's chilling with like a patient in a room, probably friends with them or whatever, like, you know. But it's like clearly just avoiding work and not really doing anything. And she starts getting thrown into the shit, and she's just like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
You can tell she's just there like, whatever. And, dude, she was so underprepared for just like, life, let alone what the fuck they were dealing with.
Yeah, because it's like, God. Where she gets herself ready to do the C-section on, you know, and is hesitating. But she's literally looking through the, like, medical books to figure out how the fuck to do this, let alone like is ready to do it.
Oh my god, I felt so bad for her, but I was also like, girl, lock in, like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, woman.
Oh god.
Fuck.
So
like when he gets stabbed and they're telling her to get like a suture kit and she's just freaking out, it's like, girl, suture kit, go. Like,
and she's like, doesn't know. All right, come here, hold this, do nothing else, just hold it. And then, like,
the other lady locking in, I loved her. She was fantastic.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
She was doing everything right till it went wrong.
Yeah, I mean, all she had to do was wait. All she had to do was wait. Like,
but she didn't want to see this teenage girl die in front of her, you know, like
of course. But like,
all she had to do was wait.
If she had just waited for someone else to go with her to go get the meds, she would have been fine.
Yeah.
But instead, she didn't wait, and then she got taken, and then the entire like
she needed to be a little more selfish, you know.
Yeah, just like, which look, she did the right thing being a nurse,
Yeah.
right, or a
Yeah.
doctor. I don't know what she technically is in the film. I mean, she's wearing
Medical
scrubs, so I
professional of some
assume,
kind.
yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, nurses are way over equipped for like the job that they have and the title that they have, because holy shit, nurses need to know literally everything.
Everything. Like, if
It
people are
is,
like, do you want to be in the hands of a doctor or a nurse? I'm choosing nurse every single damn time.
oh yeah, like like knowing multiple nurses, and oh my god, like the amount of work that they have to do and the load that they have to do is
Mm-hmm.
insane. So she's like super prepared, but she still should have just like chilled for like 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, they should
literally
have
two
just
more minutes.
2 minutes. But I know her like promise not to let her die, and she was,
Yeah.
she's so badly wanted to help save her, and I get it, but just wait, girl,
Ugh.
please.
Like, honestly, after seeing the first like fucking insane creature come out of the other nurse
Mm-hmm.
and turn into this weird skull monster, which is fucking driving tentacles into some dude's face. Like, maybe,
I ain't going nowhere by myself.
yeah, maybe wait.
I'm gonna be so real. If you were dying in front of me
Nah,
and we're in the same situation, I'm gonna wait 2 minutes till someone can come with me. I'm so
yeah,
sorry, but like,
nah, it's totally fair. And honestly, you should.
mm.
I would not expect you to put yourself on the line during like literally an eldritch attack. Like,
Not after seeing those fucking things. Absolutely not.
bro, even knowing there's a fucking cult outside, I'm like, maybe don't be wandering around by yourself.
And like, there's windows everywhere. They're gonna know when you go off by yourself because there is a countless amount of human beings surrounding this building right now in cult robes with cult knives ready to kill everyone inside. I'm going
Yeah.
nowhere where they know I am going by myself. Absolutely not.
Oh god. Like,
Crazy. The cult stuff was so cool though. That was so
yeah.
like the lighting in this one was done so well where it's dark enough that you can't make out everything, but not like Game of Thrones last season dark where you can't see shit. But
Yeah.
it's enough to like make you question what you're seeing in the darkness. And every single time I went, is that a person? It was a person. And I went, oh God.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every single time, I'm like, oh my God, guys, run.
It's like, yeah,
Ugh.
there's when they're going to the cop car to get the shotgun, right?
Mm.
You can clearly see everything,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also like to an extent.
Mm.
Past a certain point, it starts becoming this like it's so dark. I can't tell if that's a silhouette or if that is like
Mm-hmm.
just shadow, just trees. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, nope, it's always the cult.
And then we see like two of them, and it's like, okay, yeah, no, that is cult members. And then they turn the siren lights on, and you're like,
No, there's like 50 of them out
oh,
here.
yeah, that's a lot more than two. Okay, fuck.
Also, the fact that the cult has that many members makes it
Mhm.
significantly more terrifying.
In what feels like a little town,
Mm,
that many of them. Oh my
yeah.
God! Every time we saw them, they like tripled in numbers. I was like, holy.
And, and you pointed something out as well, which was it's not just a horror sound, that is a sound in the movie.
So good. Like
Because
you
I
hear this
appreciate
like
that.
deep bass horn noise, and
Yeah.
all of the characters are reacting to it, and it's like, oh God, that is happening in the story. What the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah. And
Brilliant.
it's like that's what's I think alerting the cult. Like I think that's
Yeah,
what's said
it
earlier
is.
in the film.
Yeah,
Where
the horn was attracting them.
yeah, and that's how they know where to go, and it makes sense because then like as they keep hearing it, more of them are coming.
Hmm. But it's just
And
so good to have like the soundtrack as part of the story.
yes, yeah.
Like you hear those like noises that are meant to put anxiety in your body. Because like when I'm watching a horror film and I hear suspenseful music, I don't react to it because I'm used to hearing suspenseful music. So then hearing a suspenseful noise and all of the characters reacting to that same noise, I went, oh
Yeah.
no. Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, it
oh
is.
fuck.
Oh my lord, it is such a smart thing to do because, like, every horror movie has those, like, just horror sound. And for it to actually be part of everything going on, and not just a part of it, but like a crucial part of it, is so fucking smart and it's so cool. And it's like a simple thing, but also I dig it. It's really fucking cool. Also, the actual like menacing nature of the cult too, because it's like every time they've killed one, they've also either gotten fucked up or there's just more of them.
Like, it doesn't matter how many they bring down because there's like 10 more every second.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they were just impossible. They were great. I loved it. That's why it felt so Silent Hill 1, you know? Just this
100%.
impossible cult where it's like the whole town in the cult? Like, what is happening? So many.
And then like so towards the end of the film, once the cult actually starts coming into the building and starting to do more stuff there, and then it's like it feels so much like a horror game should be, you know? It's that like, oh shit, there's nowhere really to hide. They're just fucking everywhere.
There's just so many. It's there was a point where it's definitely in spoiler territory. Far later on where they're kind of surrounded in the depths of hell, right?
Yeah.
I was like, whoever has written this script is really taking a lot of inspiration from survival horror games, because there was a moment where instead of trying to kill the monsters because they didn't have enough ammunition, they were going for like ankle and knee shots.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, these guys have played Resident Evil. Like, I was like, this feels so much like the way I would want any Resident Evil or Silent Hill to be made into a film. It was perfect in capturing that same like feeling that you get the first time you play a survival horror and you know you are screwed.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
100%. Because
so
there's like
good.
So going back to as well, once they start coming into the building and like Kim is fucking seeing what's going on, and then she's like, oh shit, turns around, goes to hide, and then later cuts back to her and she's like hearing the dragging of an axe and the footsteps, and then we see the dude walk in, and then that's it until the very end of the movie. You know nothing.
The whole time I was thinking, I was like, oh, surely my girl Kim locked in for once, please.
And she fucking does, and crushes a dude's head with a fucking fire extinguisher.
I'm a little sad we never got to see it. She cooked him. So proud of her. I'm so surprised she didn't kill that guy at the end.
Yeah.
The one that couldn't talk. I was so expecting her to like accidentally kill him friendly fire style, and then it was just her by herself.
100%.
I'm so shocked they didn't do it. But I'm kind of glad they didn't, because that's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Big fan. I really liked it.
Honestly, just fuck. I'm gonna keep hyping this film up anytime.
Yep.
That's why I was so glad when you said like, no, I haven't seen it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna learn to you in a second. You gonna love it.
I genuinely loved it. Like, it is easily top 5 films for me in like the horror category. Like, if you really like Silent Hill 1 and 3, this is the film for you. Genuinely, it was incredible.
And if you just like Eldritch Horror, watch it. It is so good. It captures it so well.
So
and again, like, if you were to compare both of these films, right? There is so much that is overarching while being entirely different.
Yeah,
like
100%.
And that's exactly why I was like, all right, we need to double feature this for this episode, because I'm like, I want you to see both films you've never seen, but also like the broadness of spectrum across. Like, it's the thing with horror in general, right? Because it's like, you look at like slasher films, for example.
Yeah.
There's a point where, obviously it crosses into like cartoonish and whatever over the top, but also where it's like very grounded and serious and like actually kind of terrifying, and you feel that anxiety welling in your chest as much as there's like, you know, because if you look at like what's it called? I was about to say Five Nights at Freddy's, and that's not what I meant. Nightmare on Elm Street. Because Freddy Krueger was in my head, and I'm like, that's not Five Nights at Freddy's. That is not that movie.
Imagine Freddy walking into your dream with his claw going horror, 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 horror.
Would be way funny.
I would laugh so hard I'd probably wake myself up.
Yeah. Oh my lord. But yeah, like if you look at like the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
First one's a bit more serious, maybe a little bit more grounded, still goofy in some of its things, because like, you know, and then like a couple of the ones after, way more goofy and cartoonish, and then there's, I think it's the fourth one where it goes back to being like way more serious and
kind
way more like dark. Yeah, it's the most serious version of it, right? And it's the same with like the I'm gonna stay on slashers just because it's a bit more in my mind. The Friday the 13th movies as well, where it's like the first one's very serious, the second one pretty serious, and then it starts understanding it's goofy, and then starts locking in again, and then goes back to being goofy.
It's big old wave with the Friday the 13th film, so it's all over the shop with those ones.
I love them though. I really do. But
it's scary movies like that too, like a scary movie, Ghostface, Scream, fuck.
Scary, yeah.
Scream starts off real silly, where it's you know, we're making a scary movie, but it's also kind of like a parody of Halloween a million times. And then they get a little too silly, and then they try to lock in. They didn't lock in really well, went a little back to a little silly, and then the new versions came out and they were nothing but serious.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
yeah,
they evolve a lot.
Because it's that like that broadness in horror especially that I love, because like again, like both of these films are technically like Lovecraftian, right? In the sense of that's technically what like Eldritch Horror is, but The Void is more into almost body horror at moments.
Yeah.
And like it really feeds on that like discomfort of body horror, and also like what I will refer to as women horror, which is that like impregnation based things, and it's like it's
like the
it's
horror of the female experience, you know?
Yeah.
That's why it's so Silent Hill 3-core.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, very true.
And like even then, like I'm not really a big fan of like gore fest films where it's just nothing but gore. Like I understand it, I know its place. It's just not a thing for me. If I'm not interested by the story of what's going on, I'm like, it's just gore for gore. This one had so much body horror in it, but it was interesting body horror. There was a reason it was happening, and I was so interested as to why. And like the creatures that were being created, I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And they're not doing it to like gross you out or like, you know, just be gory for gory's sake. It is this unfathomable creature that I could not explain in a hurry. That is I'll explain it to you later situation. Like if I run into you, it's like, what's chasing us? I'll tell you later. Like I cannot tell you. That's how cooked this thing is. It was incredible. I loved it.
Like genuinely so fucking good. Like I would love to see the actual prosthetics and also maybe even the like concept arts from the film, because
the concept arts would be great. Like they had to be more than one person puppet controlled. Some of those were 100%. Huge. I would love to see a behind the scenes on how they filmed it.
Because again, like the scale of these things too,
they're huge.
They're massive, but like they never feel small. They're shot very well, because you don't, while sometimes, yes, you have a lot of time to look at the thing, you don't really have that long to look at them. Like, it's not enough to really figure it out.
You can't if you ask me to describe them to you now, like what they look like, I'd struggle.
Oh yeah.
You know, there was so much going on. They weren't just this like mass of flesh. It was like numerous limbs and then parts that are human, parts that aren't human and fleshy and like skull faces, but then baby noises. Like they were just fucked. It was great.
Like it is just incredible the amount of work that was put into it and the amount of like incredibly well designed stuff. Because again, like the towards the end, right, where they're after the chick kind of gives birth to the creature, the daughter or whatever, right? But like that thing is technically still attached to him. Right?
When I clocked that when it moved, her body moved, I was like, oh my god. Like the
Still
way my face just dropped in horror because it explodes out of her alien style.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, at least the poor girl's out of her misery. And then it stepped and then her body slid and I went, oh. Like,
yeah. It's so gross.
Grim, dude. Grim.
But then, like, the I think his name was Vincent or something, he, like, shoots it in the face, and then when the bottom jaw part comes off, like, tendrils come out of it and start stabbing him.
Yep. Like, what the fuck?
Like, it's just fucking, it's insane. And, like, its biology is genuinely undescribable.
Like, how do you describe that in a few seconds? And it was making baby crying noises.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, God. Like, they'd shoot it and it would, like, form itself around the damage. Crazy. Actually crazy.
It's so fucking cool. Like,
whoever designed those creatures and then whoever made them, incredible. I hope they got paid so much because they deserve it.
I hope they also got like way more work in the future because holy fuck.
Surely. That's easily the best effects I've ever seen in the last decade.
Like, oh my god, if I had a project that I could, I would 100% hire them. Like,
I would fly them out of Canada, you know, like
just fucking bring them over. It is so good, and again, like, there was a film that didn't get the hype that it deserved. But yes,
there was a point after they killed the big one in the hallway, like the first nurse lady, when they run back and his wife is like, what happened? What was it? And he's just like I can't tell you. I can't describe it. Because in most films, like someone will go, what happened? And they go, I'll tell you later. It's like, you could tell them now. You know, you could go, oh, there's a masked killer trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Like they could explain it in less than 10 seconds. Him genuinely being like, I cannot tell you what just happened because I don't know how to describe it. Perfect, because I wouldn't either. I would not know what to say.
Yeah.
That thing was cooked. Like,
1000%. Like,
I saw it less than 30 minutes ago and I cannot describe it to you, you know? Like, the thing was crazy.
It is. Again, it captures perfectly the undescribable horror because how the fuck do you describe this shit? Like,
you don't.
You can't. But if it's like one of the cultists, it's like, hey, it's a dude in a fucking robe with a triangle. With a triangle in his face. Like, simple, you know? But how the fuck do you describe this, like, abomination that is, like, walking around with toes that curl upward?
Oh, those were gross.
And, like, it has almost, like, yeah, like fucking hooves almost. Like, it's so fucking weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's so fucking good. I love it. That's why, again, I wanted to show you this. As soon as you said that you hadn't seen it, I'm like, you're gonna fucking love this. And I'm glad that we watched it second as well.
Yeah, me too.
Because
it definitely was the star of the night because that was incredible.
It is so good. And
I have so many people to show this film now. Like, dude, that was brilliant.
If they don't love it,
we can no longer be friends.
Yeah, they deserve to probably be beaten in the streets. That's all I'm saying.
I'll throw them to the cult. It's fine. Because yeah, I was talking to people and I was seeing my facial reactions and they're like, "You good?" And I'm like, No, like I've just seen a cooked creature, and I. I think the only sentence I could say was, "Girl, what the fuck?"
Like, I had to get up for 2 minutes because I had to go help with something quickly. And I'm like, I've seen this movie. I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to miss anything. I still regret it because I would have loved to have heard your reaction to exactly what was about to happen. Purely because I'm like,
oh. What? Huh? What? Like, that was me the whole film. Just like, what?
Oh god.
Just sounds of bewilderment, you know?
Yeah, it is so fucking
so
good.
If I can recommend anyone a horror film, it is that one. It was so good. Incredible.
I like that film is a masterclass in practical effects too. Because once they go into the like what the guy refers to as a slaughterhouse, I'm gonna call it that. Yeah. But once you go into that area and you see all the different like people and how they look as well, because they all look different. And they all look fucked up.
There's no like reoccurring theme happening. It's just creatures.
Like none of them are copy pasted. They're all unique in their own way, and they're all fucked.
They're all cooked, dude. My god. So this is actually like the inner circle of hell. Like this is fucked up.
It is
so good.
Oh, and then like it was funny as well when you see the doctor at the end once he's fully transformed, and the first thing you were like, it looks like Vecna.
He does.
I was like, yeah, he actually does.
He looks like Vecna. Not like, well, he does look a little like Stranger Things Vecna, but he looks more like Dungeons and Dragons Vecna. I was like, yo, it's the Vec. Like,
yeah.
It was so Vecna inspired.
Also very funny, like small thing, but I wrote a script a few years back for a short film I wanted to make, which was a horror film based around a cult. Rewatching The Void, I realized where I got the entire inspiration for that fucking story from. Because it is almost, I wouldn't say the same, but it is like almost similar enough that it is like possibly too much. Like there's differences, but it's like, yeah, it's
where you're like, oh, that's where I got that idea from. Oh,
like no shit. Probably 25 minutes into the movie, I was gonna say like, did I just copy that script from this movie? Like, I'll send you it after.
It was, man. Yeah, send it to me.
Dude, it has so deeply influenced so much of my like appreciation for horror. It is insane. But
as
like,
it should. It was great.
I was so happy I could show you it too.
If I can definitely recommend a horror film for people if they have not seen it and they enjoy like Silent Hill-esque storylines, please, you need to watch it.
Yes, 1000%, please.
So good.
Because I guarantee you, it will just fucking change you.
Like, incredible film. Big fan.
It's great. It is a fucking ride, and I love it. I love it so much.
I'm like trying to think of something that I didn't like about it, and I can't think of anything.
Flashing lights and the weird green screen at the end.
Yeah, that green screen was rough, but I'm like, it's one scene with a low budget film. I can look past it. And then, the flashing was a bit rough, but I also understand most people don't get cooked by flashing the same way I do.
Yeah.
If I could change anything, it would be that flashing. Yeah. That's it. That's probably the worst part.
It's a small thing, but it's like, the people that it affects, it fucking affects.
Yeah.
And that's, because like I have a friend that's, her eyes defocus and it takes her a minute for it to like kind of go back to how she should be seeing because it just like sets some weird shit off in her brain, and it's like that's maybe we can calm down on the flashing lights.
Like I get they do it to like disorientate you. Like, that's the whole point. You're meant to be as
Yeah.
disorientated as the characters in the film, but it's like, there, we could just not, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot of other things to do that
Mhm.
without needing to just like flashbang me a few
Mm.
times in a second.
Several times. It did get pretty bad at some point. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you're not good with flashing lights, be prepared. There's definitely a few times that you're gonna have to look away.
Yeah, yeah,
Gets a bit rough. I think it's like probably 3 different times.
yeah. And the Void was all right for it, but in Mouth of Madness had a lot.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
think it
one,
had like
yeah.
6-ish times maybe.
Yeah, it had quite a few.
But still overall
Still
so
great.
fucking good. I'm so grateful we could do this today as well because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, dude, now I just want to watch more. I have like
Me
two
too.
more films that I could show you.
Look, I'm down if you're down.
Well, I mean, I ain't doing shit tonight.
No, I ain't. I'm just drawing. I'm drawing and snacking. I'm down.
Yeah, all right. I'll show you
Alright.
one of my favorite ones. That's
Okay.
next episode maybe.
Mhm.
The Old Ways, which is
Okay.
a very fun horror film because it is based off of how can I put it? Like brujeria.
Okay.
So you get to enjoy a little like Native American horror, but like
Okay.
Aztec Native American horror. Very fun. And then if you haven't seen it yet, we could
Mm.
watch Ghost Watch.
Wait, I think I've seen Ghost Watch.
I told you about it on the ep we did a million years ago with Syl.
That's the UK news one, right?
Yes, yeah.
I mean, I'm down to watch it again. I've definitely seen it, but I've only seen it once.
That's okay. So
I'm
I
down to
remember
watch it
watching
again.
that shit as a kid and it fucking me up for a while.
Fair.
There's like a whole
Convinced
story
it was
if you get
real.
that. Yeah, a little
See,
bit.
when
Little
I
bit.
was a kid, right, when I was like, maybe, or I was right in that really like gullible age of like 12, right? 12, 13, was when the first Paranormal Activity got leaked on the internet
Mm,
before it had like the production ending, you know, like before it
yeah.
came to like cinemas and stuff. And we were all convinced it was real.
Well, the original ending is she like looks into the camera and cuts her own throat,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, and she has like the big demonic smile, and then
Yeah.
just like rips her own throat out. But like the way that they did it is they leaked it on sites.
Yeah.
They didn't go like, here's our new movie. It was like, have you heard of this like really fucked footage that's come out of the US? You know, like the only way you can watch it is on like these dodgy sites. We were like, oh yeah, okay, we'll watch it, you know, because that was like peak Slenderman and stuff too. You know?
Yeah. Back in the old internet horror days.
Ye old internet horror days, or it was, you know, we were just gullible enough that it was hard to tell that it wasn't real. Because you know we're coming out of like the late 2000s where they're only just kind of cleaning up the internet from like gore sites and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. The
So
good old days.
yeah, when you'd find out you're talking to a kid on the internet, and instead of being creepy, they just send you really awful websites full of gore.
Yeah, just people getting their fucking head cut off and shit.
Yep, got
Good
tricked
times.
into a few of those as a child.
Good times.
Traumatizing. I'm still stressed about elevators.
Honestly, fair. There was something I remember someone talking about on, I think it was on Necronomipod, which is a podcast I listen to. Shout out to those guys. They're fucking great. I love listening to this shit. But one of the guys on it, his name's Ian, he was talking about how like early internet days, even into the like maybe 2010-ish, even a little bit after 2010, internet horror really was like amazing, right? Because you could write a whole thing and you would be like, fuck, is this real, is this fake, I don't know, and like you go into the rabbit hole.
Fun.
And there was so much, and there was like it was so easy to fake things back in the day, and because of that it was like, but it was also hard to disprove it.
Yep. Because like our cameras were shit. You know, it was like, oh, you have like 12 pixels for a face. Like people didn't have noses. You know, like it was so much easier to fake it.
But because of that, now with like AI and all the other shit, it takes away from, like, we can't have that anymore.
Yeah, it'll never happen again, that era of the internet. And, like,
Oh man.
back then too, it was like, "Oh, here's this, like, really creepy footage that we found on the internet." And because, like, tracking people down on the internet was really difficult back in the
Yeah.
day, there really was no, like, digital footprint. It was like, "Here's this random guy who's been running around in, like, the Appalachian woods. We don't know who he is. We see his face." But, like, nowadays, someone would be like, "Oh, here's their LinkedIn," in, like, 5 minutes, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
You
yeah. Or
couldn't do that back
here's this
then.
dude's IMDb page. He's an actor, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, come
It's just
on.
you couldn't do that back then, and it made it
Yeah.
so much fun. Like, we all knew it was fake, but there was that little gnawing voice deep down that was like, "But what if it's not?"
Yeah.
You know, and it was so much fun, and just if you didn't experience it, I feel so bad for you because it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
It was
It's
so
literally
much
past
fun.
the point of being able to do that shit.
Yeah,
And
and it comes with,
it's
like,
sad.
the internet and making money too, like because
Mm.
back then, people weren't making money off of YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
They were just doing these freaky ARGs just for fun.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah.
They weren't aiming to go viral, they weren't trying to make a series to get, like, video games and merch and, like, everyone's trying to be the next Five Nights at Freddy's. But
Yeah.
back then,
Or
people were just doing it for fun, and it was
exactly.
great.
Or like,
So good.
because like I always go back to, I don't know if you ever were into like Marble Hornets in the old Slender Man days,
I
where there was
know
like,
of it, and I'm pretty sure I watched a lot of it, but I don't
yeah,
remember it very well.
because like back in those days when they were making that series,
Mm,
that was a whole fucking incredible journey to go on, and
mm.
like Every Man Hybrid as well was another one, and
There's
like,
one that I can't remember the title of it, but it was like a dude that inherited, like, a cabin?
oh yeah, and he finds the weird like things around.
Yeah, that one
Yeah,
wigged
yeah.
me out so bad.
So I think that's still going, or that like finished recently or something.
Oh
There
my
was a
god.
whole, yeah, because there was a whole like thing to it on. I think it was a bunch of Twitter posts as well.
Oh.
There was like a whole Twitter page as well that was connected to it, and it was like fucking incredible, and I loved it because I remember when they started with that, and then there was like, again, I love ARGs. I could talk about the shit for like hours and hours. Like I genuinely love the stuff. Like if you go to oh my god, what is it? It's unfiction.com or something like that.
Mm.
Or one of those websites. But it's no, it's not unfiction.com. What is it called? Maybe the Night Mine Index. But there's like a whole going down the story of like unfiction and like what unfiction is, because the
Mm.
whole, it's not non-fiction,
Mhm.
because nonfiction is 100% purely a story for the sake of story, while
Mm.
unfiction, while being a story, is trying to weave in a sense of reality into the story.
Mm.
And ARGs work because they are trying to paint it as a reality,
Mhm.
and it is not just a story that I am telling. Like, it's not a book. It is
Yep.
like, I want you to see through the eyes of like me in this world.
Yeah.
And while, yeah, you can look at it and be like, oh yeah, this is a fun story, it's like, this is not just a story. This is like, I am leaning so aggressively into making this like, it, like, I might be playing a character, but this is my character's life, and this is a full like ongoing thing. And it's
Yeah.
like, again, nowadays I love seeing people that do it still, because there's a
Mhm.
few out there that do.
Yeah.
But it's getting harder and harder because so much stuff just becomes slop, and I
Yeah.
hate it. And then some
Yeah.
things kind of push into like almost cartoonish in nature, because there was the whole like analog horror
Yeah.
thing as well, right? And
Like, I really
that just got
struggled
out of
to get
hand.
into analog horror because it does feel so trying to appeal to, like, children's mascot horror.
But that's the thing, right? Because analog horror isn't just that.
Mm.
Because technically the Backrooms is analog horror.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And like there's Mandela Catalog as well, which I
Mm.
really enjoy,
But
and
it's like so many of them go down that
that's the
children's
thing.
mascot horror route where it's like, oh, here's our big bad.
Yeah,
It's a animal character in a mask that's gonna eat you, and there's
yeah,
murdered children, and it's like, why does everything do the same storyline?
yeah. As soon as you start getting into the like, oh yeah, he killed kids, it just kind of pulls me. It's why like I like Five Nights at Freddy's for
Mhm.
the goofiness and story of it to an
Mhm.
extent, but ultimately it is a very like one-dimensional story.
Incredibly. Yep.
And I like the lore as well. Fuck, again, this is a whole rabbit hole I can go down because I have so many thoughts on it. But I have two major gripes with it, which
Mhm.
is Scott Cawthon, when he was writing the original story, was writing it as he was making it,
Yep.
which means he didn't have an idea of where he wanted it to go. He was just
Yep.
writing. But
The original
also,
ending was the bad guy getting arrested, and he
yeah,
changed it because it got popular, you know?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
he didn't write for an ending. He just kept writing for the sake of writing, and that was the
exactly.
problem.
And then he got super defensive of his story because
Mhm.
as people were figuring things out, he's like, well, I don't want them to figure this out. So he made things so incredibly obtuse to figure out that I think it was Five Nights at Freddy's 4. People still haven't figured out everything.
Mhm.
And he keeps gloating about that like it's a good thing. And it's like, dude, it's been more than a decade.
Yep.
That's not good. That's
Your
bad.
target audience have grown up and moved on. They don't care anymore. Like
Yeah. And like, but again, there's also the like Matt Pat, right? Which I have a lot of gripes with game theory. But because Scott was constantly trying to be like, I want to outsmart this guy, he wrote a story that made no sense.
Mhm.
And I think inevitably he figured out it made no sense and then tried to make it make sense, but realized it was like kind of no way to. So he just lent into being like, it's just, it is what it is now. And
Mhm.
that's why, like, the last few games, like Secret of the Mimic and fucking, what's the Security Breach, were like fucking weird story
Yep.
wise. But also, when he gave them the story of what those games would be, he just said, I need you to do this and this. But they were like, well, where's the rest of the story? So they
Mhm.
figured we'll need to like write the rest of it when he was like, no, I gave you the story. And they were like, that's not a story, man.
Yep.
That's plot points.
Like so many people shit talk Steel Wool, and I'm just like, man, like they were given a hunk of dirt and were told to make it gold. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do with that? I don't think that's their fault at all.
No, like they had to polish a turd
Yeah.
ultimately, like because he didn't have an idea of where he wanted this part of the story to go. And maybe he did at one point, but he still doesn't. And because like again, I can go on forever and ever on this shit. I could make an
Mhm.
entire fucking YouTube anthology series on why the games are goofy and stupid now because of the shit that he has done, and he should just clear up what the fucking story actually is at this point.
Yeah.
But there was a video I remember watching recently, which was why the story of Undertale was so good and why the story of Five Nights at Freddy's is ultimately very not good.
Mm.
And it was like a whole thing of, well, when Undertale was written, he very clearly had mapped out what he wanted to tell and what
Yeah.
was the story and how to tell the message that he wanted to tell. And Scott was like, oh yeah, maybe in this one, they're like, I don't know, 10 years before at a different place. And we'll make them real plasticky. Oh, and
I don't
then in this
know.
one, yeah. And then in the next one, it's like, oh yeah, let's make this one the big bad, and he's been dead in like a suit. And fuck it, we'll make them hallucinations. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ugh.
It's just like, dude,
You can tell there's no
what?
desire to tell a story too, you know,
Yeah,
for a series that everyone's constantly talking about the lore, it's like there is no desire to tell a story here. Where like with
like,
Undertale,
oh,
you know what story he's trying to
yeah.
tell you, you know?
And
It's you can really tell the difference.
100%. But it's like there's still fun in trying to figure out what is the story, right?
Mm,
And it's like Five Nights at Freddy's is a big one because
mm,
there's obviously a lot of attention to it and a lot of nostalgia for it to an extent.
mhm.
Um, but like, there's just so much missing from it,
Yeah.
and like it breaks my heart because I was a fan of it for a very long
Yeah.
time. Like
So
I
was
remember
I.
playing
I
them when
was
they came out.
prime age for it, you know?
Yeah, like I remember playing the fucking first one on my cousin's iPhone when I was sleeping over once. You know, like I remember doing that kind of shit, and like I really enjoyed them. I loved going down the like figuring out the lore shit and like finding Easter eggs and all the stuff. And like
Mhm.
I remember when they were trying to figure out the puzzles in three, the
Yep.
like random keypad in the wall of tiles and
That
shit.
was
Like,
nuts. So it was like, the only way you'd find that is data mining. What the fuck?
yeah,
Like
because it's like okay, it's cool that you've figured out you can do this, and it's cool that it's there. Where is the hint to do that?
mhm. The only way to do it is data mining, and, like, I really despise anything that encourages data mining because we
Yeah,
recently had a massive puzzle ruined in Resident Evil 9 Requiem because of data miners.
yeah,
We as a community locked in trying to figure out the final puzzle, and I think we were maybe 2 days
yeah,
2 days away from figuring it out for ourselves, and then data miners ruined it. And they were like, "Oh, you have to stand here for this amount of time for, a
yeah,
reason." And it's like, you guys just data mined all of this. You ruined days of the community coming
yeah,
together. And then when everyone yelled at them for spoiling it and data mining it, they were like, they had a big meltdown on Twitter about it,
yeah.
having a big old baby cry about it. It's like, dude, like,
Well,
you saw hundreds of people coming together. The point is not figuring it out. It's figuring it out as a group.
yeah,
That's the whole point, which is why we got so annoyed with the data miners because we got so close to figuring it out.
yeah.
And then they just ruined it maybe 2 days away from us figuring it out. Like, bro.
100%. Because it was,
Ugh.
it's the whole thing with like, I mentioned this before, but like PT,
Mm,
the Easter egg in that, like for the actual ending when you see fucking Norman Reedus, right? The whole point of it being so difficult and in different languages and in all
mhm,
these things was for the community to have to come together to figure it out.
mhm,
And they did. It wasn't data mined. They
mhm,
figured the shit out. They just happened to figure it out super, super fast.
mhm.
And that was amazing. And I love that because, like, genuinely, people from all fucking countries across the planet came
Mhm,
together on forums to figure this shit out. And they did. And it's
mhm.
so cool. Why do you want to cheat that?
It's so much fun, and you can't do it on PC anymore because data miners just ruin everything.
Yeah. And, like, I
They
get it, right?
suck.
Like, look, if people want to data mine, do your
Mhm.
thing. You don't have to then post it. You can
Yep.
hold on to that knowledge.
Yeah. Like, the Resident Evil one was particularly bad because they were like, "We are the first people to figure it out. You have to do this. We fit blah, 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 blah." And they were being like, "You have to stand here for 15 minutes." But they didn't tell us why. And it's like, well, you guys data mined this. Really? Like, they didn't tell people they data mined it to begin with.
Yeah.
So everyone watched their and like looked at their explanation, thinking they'd figured it out legitimately, and then we're like, "You have no idea why you need to stand here for 15 minutes, do you?
Hmm.
Because you didn't figure it out, and you didn't tell people that you data mined it till they called you out on it,
Yeah.
bro. If you need to know so badly that you need to data mine it, then just keep it to yourself and let the community keep figuring it out. It's so easy.
100%. And it's, again, like, across everything, across all genres, across all. Like, I don't want to get too much into gaming,
Mm,
just generally, but across everything, it's a rampant problem,
mm-hmm.
and it continues to. But it's also an issue on dev side of like, if you make something a cool puzzle, you
Mm-hmm.
need to give some level of hint.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there needs to be a reason. You need to
Yeah.
have like a fucking note that is like, oh yeah, we heard this thing did this, if like,
Mm-hmm.
or some shit, like, put something, give me a reason to figure this out,
Yeah.
because then I'll
Well, that's why
figure
the
it out.
Requiem one was so good, because the hints were there. We
Yeah.
just hadn't put it together yet. And like, if I explained it to you now, you'd go, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, all of our hints are there. We just didn't really have time to put them together. So we knew the ending of the puzzle. We just didn't know the start.
Yeah.
And now that we know, it's like, oh, okay. Which is why, I mean, like, we would have had maybe 2 days left and we would have figured it out ourselves. 2 days maximum. There were already people looking in the right area. Like, I saw a tweet. I was like, I was in the subreddit, sorry, not a tweet. Of someone being like, okay, I'm looking through XYZ to see if I can find any hints to do with XYZ. I'll report back. And then maybe like 2 or 3 hours after that was when it all got leaked with the data miners. And they were in the right area looking at the right things. They would have had it.
Yeah.
They just needed time.
Yeah.
So we easily would have had it.
100%. It's a shame.
Heartbreaking.
It is so disheartening, but...
Yeah. You know what's not disheartening?
What?
There's 2 movies we watched. People should go watch them. They're great.
Go watch them. We're going to go down some tangents. That's what we do. Welcome to the
Why
Scary
do we
Door.
like this? We can't help it. We do it every time.
Bro, in the intro song, I literally say we go down tangents for no reason, and we do. Because it's just like, I literally put that into the intro because I'm like, I know I'm gonna fucking do it. I do it all the time.
The worst part is you do it in normal conversation. I do it in normal conversation, and it's the two of us together.
And that's why it's perfect.
Oh, why are we like this, dude?
Dude, I love it. It's great. It's great for entertainment.
I'm a big fan. A million fucking topics at once.
Yeah. Dude, it's great. And the best part is, right?
Oh.
We'll be on the same wavelength. We'll understand where in the conversation we are.
100%.
And someone will be like, what the fuck are you guys talking? Weren't you talking about this before? And I'm like, we've already moved on. We're on to something else. Hold on.
I'm like, that's why jokes are so time sensitive, because we change topic every 2 fucking minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if I don't get that reaction image out fast enough, joke's gone.
Yeah. So I like, it sucks, but like, I do tell people, if you got something, just fucking interrupt me. Just say it.
Yeah.
Because like, trust me when I say, I will do it too. And I don't mean it to be rude. It's just, I know if I don't say it, I'm going to forget it because we're going to move on to something else, and then it's never going to be said. And it could have been something very funny or something very good, and it'll never be known.
That information must come out now.
Yep.
Bro, I think that's pretty good. I'm down to watch those other movies that you mentioned.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
I don't think I've seen the first one, and I've only seen the second one once, so I'm down.
Dude, The Old Ways, very, very good.
Hit me with a
next episode
with a hint.
will be. Well, I'll give you the hint. So the next episode will be on supernatural horror.
Oh, okay. That's actually my favorite type, supernatural horror.
It is for me as well, but this one is specifically going to be possession supernatural horror.
Okay. Oh,
so
the biased.
If you are interested in that, please come back and check this out when the next episode goes out.
It's my favorite genre, man. I'm going to be yapping up a storm.
Oh, dude, it's so good. Honestly, we could probably, like, depending on how you feel with the film, we'll just fucking get back in here and just get the next episode done. It's very good.
I'm so excited.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank y'all for listening. Please go follow Sui on everything. SWII. Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok still, I think.
Yeah.
Check out Rolls and Ruin as well.
So good.
For our D&D, enjoy some Strahd campaign and possibly some other goodies that we might throw up in the future.
Yeah, it's a pretty brutal campaign if you want to hear my character get beaten to death.
Just violently murdered.
I've never seen a character get so violently murdered in my life in D&D before. It was an experience.
Very, very fun time. Jump into the Discord for Sui and vote on who you think will die.
who will die next anyway.
Yeah. And then check me out Instagram, the Titan Z on Spotify for my music. I swear to God, I will one day finish writing that script for that video I want to put out on YouTube.
One day. I believe in you, brother.
I don't believe in me. I get sidetracked so quickly.
Really?
I
had no idea.
Take care, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this ep, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, gamers. Love you. Mwah.
Love you. Say it back. Bye.
Yeah, say it back. They never